Hello children, welcome to today's session of online class of Sri Gokulam Public School Guruvayur. Children, in our previous class of business study, we have discussed the topic motivation. We saw the different terms related to the topic motivation. We also saw the features of motivation. I hope you have read the textbook covering those points. Today we will discuss a very important topic related to motivation, that is Maslow's need hierarchy theory of motivation. The famous psychologist, that is Abraham Maslow, propounded need hierarchy theory of motivation. In his theory, it is based on human needs. Maslow felt that within every human being there exists a hierarchy of 5 needs. So within every person there is an existence of 5 levels of needs, and they are basic psychological needs, safety and security needs, social affiliation or belonging needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization needs. You can see a pictorial or a pyramid form or representation of those needs. The first need is the basic psychological needs. The example of such type of need is hunger, thirst, shelter and sleep. So this is the basic necessity of every human being. So only when we satisfy this type of need, a person can think about moving to the next level of need, that is safety and security needs. How can this need for an individual be satisfied? By providing protection against danger and safety of property, a person can satisfy this level of need. A human being build a house. Why? To protect themselves from dangers, isn't it? So that through constructing a house or keeping their property in bank, like cash and gold and all that, they can keep in bank lockers and thereby provide safety to their protection. Taking insurance is also a way of keeping their product, that is their property safe. So this is how safety or security needs of an individual person can be satisfied. So once this need is satisfied, a person will move to the next level of need, that is affiliation or belongingness needs. So this person, an individual person, he needs affiliation or acceptance or sense of belonging. He needs family, he needs friends. So for that he form a social group. So through that he satisfy his needs. Next level need is the esteem needs. Now he have a society, he have a friends, he have relatives. So he wants some status among this society. So that comes under esteem needs. To satisfy these needs, people purchase luxurious car, they go for purchasing jewelry and all those they do all those things which will increase their status and self-respect. Okay, so this comes under esteem needs. Next is the self-actualization needs. Satisfying these needs means it is a satisfaction of growth and self-fulfillment. So this is the last level of need, that is self-actualization need. So this was a pictorial, or we can say a pyramid form of Maslow's need hierarchy. Okay, now let us discuss each of these needs. The first need is the basic psychological needs. These needs are related to survival and maintenance of human life. So for our maintenance and survival of our life, we have to satisfy these needs. We already saw the examples of these needs. So that is hunger, thirst, shelter and sleep are some of the basic necessity of every human being or individuals. So satisfaction of these needs is very relevant for our survival. Now as we are studying the subject business studies, and our subject is related to organization and achievement of goal and all that, so we have to think from organization's point of view, how this Maslow's need hierarchy theory is useful to the organization. So the organization satisfy these needs by giving basic salary to the employees. See, our subject is related to management. We have to manage the employees. We want to make them work. So to make them work, we have to provide them motivation. So in what way we have to provide motivation? What are the different needs of that employees? As per that, we have to motivate them. So the organization satisfy these needs by giving basic salary to the employee. So the first level of need, that is basic psychological needs of an employee, can be satisfied by providing them basic salary. Okay. Now the next level of need is the safety or security needs. This need provides security and protection from physical and emotional harms. So from the individual point of view, a human being or a person needs security or protection of physical as well as emotional, from physical as well as emotional harm. So to protect themselves from physical harm, they are building or they are living in a house, so that they get the protection from the climate changes and protection from the animals and all that. So for protecting themselves from physical harm, they are making themselves secure. So that is the satisfaction of their needs. Okay. So how an organization, what the organization does to satisfy these needs of the employees. The organization satisfy these needs by providing job security to the employee, stability of income, pension plan. These all are examples of safety needs provided by the organization to motivate the employees. Okay. Next is the social or affiliation or belongingness needs. These are the different terms used for the needs. So we can call it social needs, we can know it as a affiliation, or we can also call it as a belongingness needs. These needs refer to affection, acceptance, friendship, sense of belongingness, etc. So people see, we all are social animals, isn't it? We live in group. So our social needs is satisfied when we are with our friends, we are with our relatives, and a sense of belongingness is there when we are in group. So these needs refers to social needs, means satisfaction of these all concepts. From organization's point of view, the organization satisfy these needs through informal organization. We have studied in organization chapter about formal organization and informal organization. Formal organization is one which is prepared by the organization. It has some structure and very strictly we have to follow that. But in that formal organization, we have an informal organization that is created by employees to satisfy their social needs. So the organization satisfy their social needs by allowing them to create the informal organization. Employee can have a cordial relationship among each other. So this way organizations satisfy the social need of the employees. Next is the esteem needs. Esteem needs include factors such as self-respect, status, then recognition and attention. So getting the recognition, a status. As a status symbol, the rich people, they buy car and a luxurious car and all that. So that is their status symbol, isn't it? So they satisfy their esteem needs by purchasing those luxurious things and gaining the attention of the people. They want recognition in the society. So these all come under the esteem needs. How the organization can satisfy the employees' esteem needs? The organization satisfy this need by giving job titles, recognition, etc. So various recognition programs are arranged by the organization in which employee who is performing very well, they are rewarded. And even job title, higher position or promotion is provided to this employee, so that his status, his responsibility, and that is he get a better job title. So through that his esteem need is satisfied, and hence other employees are also motivated when they see that employee is getting recognition and job title because of better performance. So they will also perform in the same way. Next is the self-actualization need. It is the highest level of need in the hierarchy. It refers to the drive to become what he is capable of becoming. So one person, what he is using his full potential and he is putting it in his work. So this need includes growth, self-fulfillment and achievement of goal. So this need will be satisfied when he achieve his goal. So with the achievement of his goal, we can say that self-actualization need have been achieved. From the organization points of view, the organization satisfies this need by allowing the employees to take initiative to become what they are capable of becoming. So here the employee is getting an initiative. He is allowed to do what he is capable of becoming. He can show his full potential and thereby increase the his performance and his there is a development of his career and growth opportunity too. So the organization, by giving initiative to the employee, satisfy the self-actualization needs of the employee. Thereby the employee can show his full potential. Now Maslow's theory is based on some assumptions. Only when this 4 assumption is satisfied, this theory can be actually get affected or get started. The first one is people's behavior is based on their needs. So we saw that those needs it is based on their behavior. So every person's behavior is different. So on the according to the difference in their behavior, we have to provide them it is as per their behavior that this needs are based. Satisfaction of such needs influence their behavior. So with the satisfaction of those needs, their behavior is gets changed. Next point is people's needs are in hierarchical order, starting from the basic needs to other higher level needs. So we saw the pyramid in which basic need is the first level need, and after satisfaction of basic needs, the other needs will come. So it should go in that hierarchical order. Okay, without satisfying the basic need, the person cannot move to the next level of need. Now the third point is the satisfied need can no longer motivate a person. Only higher level need can motivate him. So for give an example related to this point, we can say that a parent gives some chocolate to this child and says that if you do this, I will give you chocolates. So that child already has some chocolate. Now you cannot motivate that child by offering more chocolates, because he have already chocolate with him. So to make that child obey you, you have to give him some other needs. You have to satisfy some other need of that child. Okay, like offering him that is a cycle and all that. So or some other things. So satisfying the same satisfied need can no longer motivate a person. Only the next level can motivate him. Then the fourth point is a person moves to the higher level of hierarchy only when the lower need is satisfied. So only when the lower need is satisfied, a person can think about the next level of need. So after satisfying each level of need, a person moves to the next level. An unsatisfied need cannot make the person to move to the next level of need. So these 4 assumptions have to be satisfied, then only the Maslow's need theory will work. So children, now we will conclude today's session. You have to go through the textbook and understand the concept clearly.